Hey guys, it's Jen from Beauty Riot X. I was going through my highlight collection seeing if there was anything I wanted to declutter, and I figured I'll just go through it with you. So I guess it's a declutter slash highlight collection because I really don't know if I'm gonna get rid of anything. I'll start with my least used, least favorite. So I got this. This is by Jasmine LaBelle Illuminating Palette. I got it from Ross because I was like, you know what? They have a ton of like drugstore and high-end highlighters, but let me see if I can find like an affordable kind of cool thing at Ross, like a, you know, diamond in the rough somewhere. I got this. It has the three shades, kind of like the corally copper one, the gold, and the kind of neutral white highlighter. And oh, P.S. I'm just gonna do kind of like finger swatches because you really can't see a lot of highlighters on camera, so just FYI. These aren't bad. I mean, they feel nice and everything, but I feel like they're a little too powdery. Like they didn't really get the lightest ones kind of okay, but they didn't get the execution completely right. So I'm probably gonna pass this on because I'm just not crazy about it, and I never reach for it. So the next one is, this is from Physicians Formula, and this is the new Butter Blush in Natural Glow. And it's a really pretty color. It's a really pretty kind of rose gold, kind of very light color. And I mean, as you can see, it's pretty much a highlight. It's definitely not a blush. I can't see it showing up as a blush on many people, but I totally use this. Like, I love this. It's the great formula that the original Butter Bronzer has. It's awesome. And every once in a while, you can always find, like, Physicians Formula is kind of on the expensive side for drugstore stuff, but every once in a while, like, Rite Aid will have, like, buy one, get one half off, or all of them are, like, 80% off for some weird reason. Same with, like, Ulta and stuff. They always have some kind of Physicians Formula sale. Okay, the next one is kind of similar. It is a highlight, but it almost can be confused as a blush. This is by Jessica Liebskind, and it's her vintage collection, and it's her rose gold highlighter. And it's kind of reminiscent of the Butter Bronzer, but it has a tiny bit more color to it, as you can see. So, I mean, there is some like peachy glow to it. My only issue with it is that it's a little powdery. It's very soft and kind of creamy feeling, but it almost is like clumpy, if you can kind of see that on my finger. I don't know if you can. You know, you can blend it out really nice. So, I mean, it's not an issue that I would never reach for it. I do actually use it and I really like it. The next one is like a cult classic. This is by Laura Geller, and it's her Gilded Honey highlighter. This is just gorgeous. I mean, it's exactly how it looks. Oh my God, I can't even stand it. It's gorgeous. These are very pricey. This is like, I'm pretty sure this was like 25 bucks for this tiny thing. Is it worth it? I don't know. It's very nice though. I mean, you're not gonna regret getting it, but it's definitely pricey. These are highlighters that like come in a, you know, it comes like, they're palette highlighters. First one is, I got a while ago, and this is when I used to get the Oneable subscription box. This is by Ofra, and this is their Illuminating Blush Strips. And like I said, it's kind of like that stripped kind of formula. Each of these separately are beautiful. If you've never tried Ofra highlighters, oh my God, like, just do kind of 3 of them. Like, they're crazy pigmented. I mean, that white in the middle is like crazy. What I normally do when I do use these, I use these very sparingly. I don't use the bronze color that often. I just never really find a reason to, but it'd be great like on the lids or something. I usually reach for these 2 bottom colors, the white and the pink down here. I've had this for a while, and Ofra highlighters are insane. I know they have a new like range of them out. Okay, the next is by Becca, and this is the Jaclyn Hill kind of duo that she did. It's the Skin Shimmering Perfector Mineral Blush in Champagne Splits, which means champagne pops on one part and the other part's a blush. This one's champagne pop and the blush is Flower Child. But her champagne pop thing she came out with, gorgeous, gorgeous. Kind of reminiscent of the Gilded Honey. It's like a mirror. Oh, Jaclyn Hill, I love you. The blush is gorgeous too, FYI. All right, the next is a Kevyn Aucoin kind of palette, and it's like it's called the Contour Palette 4-in-1 Face Essential. So we have, you know, the cult classic medium sculpting powder, a highlight, a bronzer, and then a blush over here. These are beautiful. They're all really nice. The highlight in this right here, it's the highlight in Starlight. Really, really pretty, but kind of same thing as the Ofra. It's very pigmented and it's very soft, so you only need to like dab your brush into it. Anything more, you'll just look insane. Unless you want to look like you bathed in highlighter, which you do you. The next is also like a YouTube cult fave kind of thing. It's the Sleek palette in Solstice. So you have 4 powder highlights and then a cream down here, which if you know me, I never really reach for cream highlighters. This one's really pretty, but I always feel like it moves my powder around. Like I just feel like it affects the rest of my makeup, so I don't usually reach for creams, but these are like gorgeous. You know what? P.S. Why do they put these little frigging brushes and stuff still? Who uses this? I'd love to know. I don't know, forget it, I'm throwing this away. I'll give you a few sneak peeks up here. And this one, like, oh, they're crazy. So Sleek is a British brand from the UK. They have tons, oh god, just look at that. They have tons of different palettes. They have eyeshadow palettes, blush palettes, highlighter palettes. I'm pretty sure they have other things too, but this is like the big deal, I guess. These are like the holographic one. Like, look at that, it's crazy. And this is like mid, like drugstore price over there. So that's pretty cool. I've yet to find anything from the drugstore over here, like drugstore, that has payoff like that. Okay, the next I have is slightly new, and it's the Manizer Sisters, aka the Luminizers, and it's the Balm's 3 famous luminizing. We have Mary Lou, Cindy Lou, and Betty Luminizer. And I thought it was kind of cool it came in this kind of thing. So you have the whiter one, the pink one, and the bronze one. These are more of kind of your subtle, like these two at least are more your subtle ones. I don't really reach for the bronze. The Mary Luminizer is like the one a lot of people use. And Cindy Lou, but really, really pretty. They're buttery feeling without feeling too like they don't crumble or anything like that. These are nice for like the more subtle kind of highlights, I guess you could say. The next is also kind of new, at least to me. It's again by Jessica Liebskind again, her vintage collection. The same one who did like the rose gold one. Well, this is it's the Illuminating Face Highlighter set in Rose Quartz and Chocolate Diamond. And I got this in a recent BoxyCharm. Like, and these are just crazy. Like, and they're huge. Like, this is huge. I'm pretty sure this retails for like 35 bucks. But these are beautiful. Highlighter worthy because it's not bronze or anything like that. It won't stop you from using it as a highlight. These are just gorgeous. I'm sad to say I don't really reach for this that often. It's the Sephora Luminizing Palette. It's got 6 different shades. And it's very pretty. I might, isn't that awful? I might end up passing this on or keep it for my kit, I don't know. These are just kind of the top 3. Like, they're very pretty. You know, they do have some nice pigmentation. I mean, I'm stupid if I pass it on, honestly, because it has like every awesome color on here. You know, for the hell of it, I'm gonna do the bottom. So I kind of am drawn towards these two, the corner ones, the top up here and the bottom down here, because they seem more finely milled. The other 4 kind of seem a little chunky. But let's see the bottom one. Maybe it's just because they're more metallic. I mean, they're all really pretty. They all have really nice color payoff. And this is a great palette, like, for the price. All right, so I'll keep it. I'm sure I'll get to it eventually. So on to kind of the single highlighters. All right, so this one I've talked about in a favorites before. This is the Essence Pure Nude in number 10, Be My Highlight. And this is a very, very subtle, but I mean, you can still definitely see it. It's very nice if you're not kind of totally down with a crazy highlight. This is very subtle, but it definitely gives you that nice stripe of color head if you want it. I shouldn't say stripe of color, that sounds bad. It gives you the nice wash of highlight. It sounds a little nicer. You can get this at Ulta, they're like dirt cheap. The next is from Ulta again. These are another brand from the UK. This is Makeup Revolution, and it's their Vivid Baked Highlighter. Now I have a kind of eating my words kind of issue with this, because this wasn't a fail for me because the color payoff was like nothing. It's like I rubbed my finger really hard and like nothing came off. Well, I was watching someone else and they told me they had like an e.l.f. highlighter kind of like this, and they scraped the top and whatever was underneath was like awesome. So I did that too. I got like a rough kind of washcloth. I rubbed the top and I mean now it's like awesome. It's again like it doesn't look as crazy as you would think the color would be, but this is again a really nice subtle one. Not as subtle as the first time I tried it. They had like, I guess when they like do baked highlight, like this something covers the top of them that makes it very subtle looking and almost non-existent. So if you have that problem with a baked highlighter, try like roughing up the top a bit. You'll get like better stuff underneath. But again, these are two good options for drugstore price and a more subtle highlight. Okay, and these two are fairly new, but I'm already obsessed with one of them. So the first one is, again, by Makeup Revolution. It's their strobe highlighter in Moon Glow Lights. And this is like their pink, I think there's 4 of them. This is like their pinkish kind of color. It's not a rose color, it's just more like a light kind of pink. And this again could probably be like a more subtle highlight. It's very, very pretty. So this will kind of go with my subtles, I guess. You're not gonna look like a hologram. The next one, you will look like a hologram if you put enough on. This is again by Makeup Revolution. It's their strobe highlight in holographic lights, and I'm insanely obsessed with this. I'm wearing this today on the tip of my nose, my cheekbones. I think that's it. Oh my God, like it's that great opalescent color. Oh my God. Like, oh my God, this stuff is crazy. It's definitely like, it's awesome. It's awesome. Oh, it's got like that green, yellowy, kind of pinky color. If I tilt it back and forth, like that shift to it. Oh my God, it's just crazy. It's crazy. And Makeup Revolution is crazy affordable too. But this is like, has been like my everyday highlight that I've been using. Or maybe not every day, it's what I've been reaching for when I want to use a highlight. So I have a few more, and these are, they're like highlighter, borderline, like setting powders. They're like brightening powders that can be used as highlighters. Okay, so the first one is a limited edition by MAC, and it's from their Trolls collection. And this is their beauty powder in Play It Proper. And you can't really see too much, but it's very subtle satin. And this, I mean, you definitely have a bit of a highlight. It's nothing crazy, but this is really nice to set under your eyes with, actually. Yeah, it's not too crazy. I didn't actually use it today, but I really do actually enjoy watching it. I actually enjoy using it because even though there's a bit of a brightening kind of opalescent highlight to it, it's nothing crazy that it is gonna give you like flashlight eyes. The next is like an old favorite of mine. I got this from TJ Maxx years ago. It's probably, you know what? I feel like loose powder is safer than like lipstick and stuff. Like it doesn't expire as fast. But I just can't get rid of this because I can't find it anywhere else, and I have a good amount left. So this is called the Korres Mineral Setting Powder in Wild Rose. So it just comes like in a loose powder. And this is kind of the same deal. It has a very, you can't even see. It's a very, very finely milled, feels really, really silky, and it has just enough like light reflecting pigments. But I love this. It's so silky and like, I can't even describe it, but this is one of the first setting powders I ever had, and I still love it. Okay, the next one is by Hourglass, and I was so excited when I saw that they had like mini versions of their powders because those things are friggin' expensive. And this is the Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. And when I first got this, I mean, I really thought it was like a highlighter, but it's definitely more like a subtle under eye setting powder. I mean, it doesn't look subtle, but I mean, if you kind of rub it out, there's really nothing crazy there. It's definitely a brightening. And you know what? This could also definitely go in the subtle highlight pile. Even when you blend it out, I mean, there's just a kind of a white cast to it. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I don't know. But I mean, I didn't get it too long ago, so I'm definitely going to keep trying with it to find a way that I like using it and it, you know, enhances what it's supposed to be. Okay, so the last two I have are highlighting powders, but they're loose powders. And this first one is by Cougar. I got this in a BoxyCharm, I believe, and this is in Diamond Kiss, and this is pretty cool. It's like a yellowy kind of color. I'm not really gonna hold it up because it's just, but it's very, very pretty. I don't even know if you probably can't even see, I kind of just rubbed it out. But it's a very, like there's very, 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 very tiny specks of glitter, but it's like finely milled glitter. I've never seen glitter this fine. But I will say I definitely don't reach for it very often, if ever. This is probably one that I will most likely pass on. Okay, my last one is the Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati by Artist Couture. Cute little thing. I'm pretty sure I got this in a BoxyCharm a while back as well. And this is a great champagne color. Oh my god. It's like, oh my god, it's so pretty. I don't reach for this as much as I wish I did, but I'm not getting rid of it because it's just so gorgeous. I know I'll get rid of it and then find a use for it and be like, oh crap, I gave it away. What else? Okay, so that was it for my highlight collection slash lame ass declutter, because I'm pretty sure I'm getting rid of like 2 things. But that's okay, because you can never have enough makeup. Anybody who says you can is lying. So anyway, that was it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't know, we have a awesome giveaway going on right now. It is the video I posted right before this one. It's the Valentine's Day giveaway. It's good for 2 weeks. It ends, I will be picking the winner March 1st. So if you'd like to be entered to win, just watch the video below and find out how to do it. It's the easiest contest ever, FYI. Okay, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.